Hi, my name is Teacher Ken, and this week we're going to be analyzing idioms that are describing people. For instance, we're going to look at big cheese, black sheep, tough cookie, whistleblower, and airhead. What do you think these mean? Well, let's go ahead and match the idioms to its meaning here on the right. Let me get my pen out, and let's do the first one. Big cheese. It's an important person. Let's go ahead and do the next one. Black sheep. Do you think that this is a person who reveals a wrongdoing to the public? No. A person who can endure physical or mental hardship? No. A stupid and silly person? No, black sheep isn't that either. So, what is it? Well, it's the last one. A member of a family or group that shames them. What does that mean? We'll get into that later. Now, let's look at tough cookie. Who is a tough cookie? Well, a tough cookie could be a person who can endure physical or mental hardship. That means that they are very strong. And how about a whistleblower? Well, a whistleblower is a person who reveals wrongdoing to the public. So it's a person who tells on other people, who tells other people about what the other person is doing wrong. And let's go ahead and look at airhead. Well, this one's easy because it's the last one. A stupid and silly person. Now, let's go over some pictures and let's include some sample sentences. Okay, this is the idiom about big cheese. So let's go ahead and look at these pictures we have here. We have different pictures for big cheese. For instance, look at that. Doesn't that look like the boss? Yeah, the big cheese is the boss. He's the person who makes all the decisions. Let's use the big cheese here in a sentence. This is the big cheese at lunch. So let's use it in a sentence. The big cheese is in his office eating lunch, so we can party. Let's have some fun. Well, no, not really, but that's the big cheese. Let's try another one. Let's see. Here's one that's very interesting. This is the big cheese. This gives you an idea. The big cheese is the most important person, the most influential person in a business, or a person could think they're the big cheese when they get a raise, or when they become an important person in their business. So that's what a big cheese is. Okay, let's move on to black sheep. Now, let's look at this black sheep. So here's another description. Someone who does not fit in with the rest of a group and is often considered to be a troublemaker or an embarrassment. If in your family you are constantly embarrassing the family, you could be a black sheep. I'm wearing black today, but I'm not a black sheep, or at least I hope I'm not. Well, maybe I am. We'll see. But it means that you're different, that you're different than the rest of the people in your family. Or you could be the black sheep at your job. That could also be true. That means that you're the one that creates all the problems. That you're the one that is always causing problems for others or an embarrassment to the company. That means you're the black sheep. Okay, so the black sheep means you're different. You're standing out in the crowd, but in a bad way. So I hope I'm not a black sheep. I hope you all don't consider me a black sheep. Okay, let's move on to tough cookie now. A tough cookie, remember? A tough cookie is a person who's very strong, who's very powerful. This means a person who can endure persecution. So we could say that a mother who raises 5 children all by herself is a tough cookie. We could also say that a person in a business that is able to handle all the abuse from the other employees, he is a tough cookie. So maybe you know some tough cookies. Associate tough cookie with the people who you know who are very strong. That way you'll be able to remember the idiom. And the same thing goes for the other idioms, like the black sheep. Associate a person who is like the black sheep in your family with the idiom. That'll help you remember it. And the big cheese. Think of your boss. Or maybe you're the boss. Remember, then you'd be the big cheese. Excellent. Let's move on then to the whistleblower. The whistleblower is the person who is always looking for the bad things. He's the type of person who is trying to find bad things all the time. He's looking for people who aren't following all the safety rules, or he's looking for people who are trying to do bad things in the office. And then he uses this information to go to the boss and tell other people. And that's what the whistleblower is. But something about the whistleblower is that the whistleblower can cause him problems. It can put a target on his back. That means that the other employees could be very mad at him all the time. And then they will find anything to get the whistleblower into trouble. Maybe you know a whistleblower. Associate the whistleblower you know with the idiom whistleblower. Now I'm going to give you an example. Everybody be careful. Be careful. The whistleblower's coming. Shh, shh, shh. The whistleblower's coming. Maybe that'll help you remember it. Excellent. So let's go over them again. The big cheese is an important person. The black sheep is a member of a family or group that shames them. The tough cookie is a person who can endure physical or mental hardship. And the whistleblower, he's a person who reveals a wrongdoing to the public. And we have an airhead. The airhead, I guess we didn't do that one in the images, did we? Hold on just a second. Let me go ahead and open that up. Okay. Actually, the airhead is the easiest one of them all, because it means that their head is full of air. So if a person's head is full of air, it means they don't understand anything. They're not very smart. They're kind of like that. They're empty. Do you know what it means to be empty? It means there's nothing up here. They're not smart. Maybe you can remember an airhead. Can you think of someone who you know who is an airhead? Now, associate the idiom with airhead. But don't call them an airhead. They may not like it. They may get mad. Excellent. So that's the idea. Let's go ahead and go back. So airhead is a stupid or silly person. Oops. Maybe I was an airhead forgetting to show the images from the airhead. Okay, bye for now. I'll see you tomorrow and we'll go over some more idioms that describe people. That's our theme for this week. Idioms that describe people. I hope you enjoyed the class and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.